Welcome back to Autolooks Online. This week we're looking at, well, let's just say one odd car no one ever even thought this company would ever do. The Aston Martin Cygnet. Yes, Aston Martin is now coming out with a city car. Why do you ask this question? Well, no longer being tied to Ford Motor Company, Aston Martin needs to decrease its fuel consumption rating. What's the best way to do this? City car, hello. Yes, their volumes are very low. Okay, Aston Martin only creates a few thousand cars a year, unlike Ford Motor Company, which does millions. Why do they need to come out with a city car? Because of the thousands of cars they make every single year. Let's say they kind of don't conserve gas. Yeah, a V10, V12, V8, they don't really conserve gas when you're trying to push out that much performance. Even in their sedan, the Rapide. Neat car, not good on gas. So what has Aston Martin done? Hello. When do you want a city car? What do you do if you're trying to decrease costs so you can get it on the market, decrease your rating as fast as possible? Hello? Team up with somebody. And who better than to team up with the largest car corporation in the world right now? Toyota Motor Company. Yes, for all you guys out there, GM isn't the world's biggest anymore. Toyota's up there. And Volkswagen's gunning for GM's #2 spot right now. Of course, so is Ford, but I highly doubt that Ford's really going to get there. They can, but they just don't have all the cars anymore. Now, Aston Martin Cygnet. Oh. Here, where do we start talking about this thing? It is, well, a 2-year-old model by the time it's released. I don't know if anyone remembers about 2 years ago, back in when I did my 2009 best and worst car list. The Toyota IQ. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, you got a good IQ because you're smart, because you're trying to save the world. You know what? The IQ was kind of neat. Kind of interesting. Kind of plain Jane, but really neat. The Cygnet? Not that neat. Seriously, when I look at the front of this thing, I still see Toyota. I do not see Aston. I see an Aston grill, an Aston logo, slapped on the front of a Toyota. It's almost like those people that buy BMW style grills and put them on a 2001 Kia Sorento. Hello, if you want the BMW, buy the BMW. Couldn't only afford the Kia, stick with your damn Kia, okay? I got a Kia. I don't care. I ain't gonna put a BMW grill on the front end of it just so I can see that I'm cool. That's what this car looks like it did. And really, if you've seen the designs when they were working on this thing, they took a Toyota IQ, ripped the front end off, and developed their own. And this is what you get. Happy face grill. Oversized, overused amount of chrome for an Aston Martin grill. Really big lights. Yeah, they need to be sized down. Yeah, more like the 177 rims. Well, not rims, lights. Well, yeah, they need Aston Martin 177 rims on this thing too. Hello? Those things are worse than the hubcaps I have on my Chevy Malibu. I am not kidding you. Those things are pretty hideous. No, I'm making steel rims I have on my 91 Chevy Cavalier are better than those things. And the crappy aluminum ones I got on my Kia Rio, I still think they look better. They're at least, 5-point. These things, multi-spoke, I can't even tell. I don't know if it's trying to be a 5-point, 4-point, 3-point. I don't know. It's just trying to do something I ain't getting. All right. Okay. One of the biggest problems I find on this front end, the hood grill. Yeah. Those hood grills. Looks like you got braces. What? Braces too? Hood grill. Kind of, pig-nosed. Not liking this thing too much. Get rid of those things. Have a nice smooth line. Try and bring down your sport appeal on this. And, I don't know. Make this thing look a lot less cab forward. One thing with this happy face grill that they could have done, yeah, you can do that grill. Reduce the amount of chrome on it. Create chrome slits, not oversized chrome slabs. Get done with the bottom. Air ducts. And a tiny little. Cut this out. Put a black spot right here, right down there. Put 2 air ducts on the side. Drop the car a little bit. Give it some more sport rims. Side ducts. I'm not a fan of these things. Cool, blends in, looks a lot better than a Buick. Still not the greatest. Moving on to the back end of this thing. Taillights are kind of cool. Yeah, they're big, oversized bubble lights. But, covered with a chrome slab, paint it white. Phew. You got a neat looking seat. Last time I saw one of these things, sitting on the back of a Honda Civic. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's ever noticed. You look at the back end of the, I can't remember what year it was, but it was a Civic Coupe. Not the newest ones, previous generation. You look at the back end of them, they look like C's when you hit the brake lights. And they actually colored it in. The only problem is, it still looks like one big massive light at the back. But they darkened in the side, or the centers, make it look like a C. Sort of like what they did here. Kind of gives it an evil look. Now this thing's very tall, very boring. Kind of looks like, give me a second here. I've seen a lot of other small cars in the back end like this. I think the Suzuki Swift is one of the first ones that comes to a lot of people's minds. Deck spoiler. I'm not too crazy about this thing. It is round. You don't put something round like that on the back of something like this. Something that curves out like that. No, you go flat. You curve it out, go flat. Cool. Yours? Not cool. Okay. It's nice the fact that they kind of diminish the size of the bumper, kind of bring it down so it doesn't look like the Smart. So, did a decent job there. There's a little fog lights they got on the back end there. Cool. Seriously, do away with. I hate those things. They make it look so cheap. I don't care if I was an Aston Martin owner and they sent me this thing. Say, oh, save the environment. We're sending you one of these. I'd call them up, ask them to send me a Smart. Yeah, seriously. Smart car still looks better than this thing. Sorry to say, Aston, but a small, tiny division of Mercedes-Benz builds a car that looks better than yours. Should have spent a little bit more time making it look performance-oriented as opposed to trying to get it on the market. Looks like they were trying to make, almost like an SUV out of this thing. They should have taken headlights off the Lagonda concept, rims off the 177, downsize the grille and darken it so it's like a DBS. Taillights are good. Add some air ducting, almost like that on a DBS or V12 Volante. And I don't know. You might have the makings of a cool looking Aston Martin car as opposed to a tiny little micro. Oh, Fiat 500. That's what this thing kind of reminds me of. Fiat 500 is cool because that's how the car looked originally. This thing's not that great because it's just copying somebody else. Overall, I'm giving you a 4 out of 10 Aston. Okay, I think I gave you a 6 or an 8 on the Rapide last year. Great looking car. But this year you're getting a 4 out of 10 on your micro car. I am not a fan of this thing. And I am not paying over and above a Toyota IQ's price for this. I don't care how many luxury features you add into it. To me, the style says it all. For auto looks this week, I'm saying, Aston, it's time to wake up and maybe create some cool looking microcar. Or, I don't know, maybe spend a little bit of time trying to bring down your overall fuel ratings on your car. Okay? Thank you for watching, and please send us some comments.